Hello, my name is Ariane. First of all, I want to say thank you for your patience. I created a post about maybe 3 or 4 days ago on Instagram and shared a bit of my story as a makeup artist going from the Mac counter to now movie sets. And I said that one of my biggest secrets or the biggest things that got me there was utilizing manifestation techniques. And I sent out a call to action and asked for anyone who was interested in learning more about manifesting to send me a message, and the response was overwhelming. So first of all, I want to say thank you guys for being a part of my community. If you follow me online, I don't take it lightly. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate the platform in allowing us to connect with one another. So with no further ado, I want to share with you some of my favorite tips or some of my most crucial, I'll say, tips to use when manifesting. But actually, let me back up for a second and just give you a little bit of history about myself. So again, my name is Ariane. If you are watching this, you're part of my newsletter. So welcome. It's good to see you. But I am a makeup artist. I've been in the beauty industry for a little over 20 years now. That's right. And I've specifically spent the last 10 years working in the area of film and television. And when I say I have run the gamut of the beauty industry, I have. I've worked at various cosmetic counters, everywhere from Lancome, Clinique to MAC. I have done makeup for photo shoots, video shoots, brides, private clients, you name it. And like I said, 10 years ago, I kind of settled in on film and television and made that my home. It wasn't by chance, though. It was a very strategic journey, I will say. And so that's what I want to share with you guys, how I went from the Mac counter to movie sets. So my number one tip when attempting to manifest the life that you want is to, number one, get extremely clear. You've got to be specific with what it is that you want. It's not enough to say, I want a new job, or I want my dream car, or I want a spouse. You've got to drill down. It's fine to start there, list out what you want, but then begin to drill down and get as specific as you possibly can with exactly what that looks like. So your dream job, per se, say you're like me and your dream is to work on set of a television or movie production. What type of jobs do you want to get? Do you want to work with a particular director? What type of hours do you want? Is there a favorite show that you want to work on? Think about all of those things, because let me tell you, you get what you ask for. And so if you're not clear and you're not specific, you will mess around and manifest something that you really actually don't want. So get clear, get a vision of it. And then also, when doing that, the more clear that you are, the more ingrained you are, or the more it's ingrained in you, and the more enthusiastic you become about this vision of yours. You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can actually visualize yourself operating in that space. Once you do that, there's emotion attached to it, and that is the key for unlocking a successful manifestation practice. You've got to feel it. So first of all, again, like I said, you've got to see it. Once you've seen it, once you made it really clear, you need to submit your plans to God. Now, I don't know what your faith is. I don't know what your journey is with religion or with faith in general, but I will say that for myself, prayer is such a huge part of my life. It's a huge part of my day-to-day, and so I don't ever want to personally operate outside of the will of God. And what that basically means is I don't want to make decisions on my own that God has not blessed and that God does not want me to do. I believe that we're all created with a purpose. I believe that we were all created for a purpose, and I believe that there are specific things that we are called to do and specific people that we are called to bless. And so I think that sometimes we have plans and they're not necessarily what God wants or intends for us. And so I think it's important to just check in literally daily, multiple times a day, and ask yourself, God, is this what you want from me? And even just say straight up, my prayers with God are super honest and transparent. It's like talking to a friend, because that's the type of relationship that we have. But I say, like, God, this is the next level that I'm trying to go to. Here are some things that I'm interested in doing. This is something that I'm super passionate about. If it's within your will, please allow it to happen. Open doors of opportunity, put me in the right place at the right time, and surround me with the right people. And so we don't ever want, like I said, to be doing things that are outside of God's will for us, because what he wants really and truly is best. So sometimes we can be spinning our wheels in one particular area, and we realize in hindsight, if we just would have submitted those plans and those thoughts in prayer, reflected, asked God what he wanted us to do, we would have had a much easier time and really honestly would have been much more successful. So number one, see what you want, make it explicitly clear. Number two, submit those plans to God. And then finally, and I think one of the most important things to do is to become the person who is capable of walking in the vision that you created for yourself. So for instance, I'll use this example. I use it with a lot of my one-on-one clients that I work with. A lot of women that I know want to be married and they want to have children. Okay, that's cool. It's a great goal to aspire to and to work towards. However, when walking that out, what type of person do you need to become in order to get what it is that you want? So if you want to be married, are you attracting everything that you want in a spouse? A lot of people, ladies and men as well, have a laundry list of things, of qualities that they look for in a mate. But are you reflecting those same qualities? Is your credit good? Are you good at managing money? Are you a great communicator? Are you honest? Are you trustworthy? Are you fun? Do you like to have a good time? Do you take care of your appearance? Do you understand the importance of prioritizing time with a significant other? So become the thing, become the person that you want to attract. If you want a new car, think about, okay, what type of person inhabits the car that I want? For me, I'll put it out there. I want a black Tesla Model X with black rims and black tint. So when I'm driving around in my little Lexus SUV, I am imagining that I'm in that car. I'm not eating in my car. I'm not drinking in my car. I'm taking my car every week to get washed. I am making sure that I am staying on top of all of the maintenance, because as an owner of this luxury vehicle that I'm going to have very soon in the future, I've got to get into the habit of taking care of what I'm going to soon have. So you start by creating those practices and those habits now. If you want to have $1 million, then what are you doing with what's in your account now? Are you being a good steward over that? And I think that a lot of people think about things like that in broad terms, but it really affects your day-to-day actions. So if you want to be a business owner and you want to have a ton of money, then how are you managing your budget day-to-day? Do you know what's in your account? Do you know how much you spent last week, last month? Do you have a budget created for the remainder of the year? All of those things are super important. So again, number one, get clear on your vision, see it, write it down, make it plain. Number two, commit that plan and those ideas to God and make sure that they're aligned with his will for your life. And number three, become the type of person that is going to be able to inhabit the space that you want. So there's tons more tips that I've got for you guys that I am excited about sharing. So stay tuned. I will send you more. Take care.